What's up, YouTube? Joseph here, and it is Yosenju deck profile time. I did a lot of changing to this deck. As we all know, the ban list changed. I have two versions of this deck that I want to show off, but I'm only going to show off one in this video, and I'll do a whole nother separate one in more construction on the next version. But this version helps deal with the issue of the pendulum summon. No, with the help of pendulum summon. In cases of, when you have a monster on board. I'll explain more when I get into that profile. But, yeah, there were some major changes. A lot of hits in this deck due to the ban list, so a lot of cards had to be switched in and out to help this deck in terms of that. So I'll cut off in a few seconds and then get ready for the deck profile, and I will see you guys then. Okay, guys, so I'm back. Let's get into this deck profile. For the monster lineup, of course, we have comma 1, comma 2, and comma 3. These three are the setup core for the Yosenju deck. As we all know, next is their honest Yosenju Sujek. Sujek can give any Yosenju monster on the field 1,000 attack while he's on board. You can discard him from your hand to give your Yosenju monsters additional 1,000 during either player's battle phase. So this is their honest. The next monster in the deck is Yosenju Suchi Left. One of two of the pendulum monsters that I'm running. Yosenju Suchi Left has the ability to destroy itself to protect all your Yosenju cards if they were being destroyed by battle or card effect. Works really well in this deck because at times you will need to do this to protect your monsters. Another aspect of this is that Yosenju Left has its pendulum scale, and then its ability is that your opponent's forced to target it for card effects while it's on board in the monster zone. Similar to him is Yosenju Suchi Right. Right has the ability to, if you have another Yosenju card in your pendulum, you can warp its pendulum scale to 11 until the end of the turn. But you're forced to search some Yosenju monsters, even if they leave the field. So, even if this card leaves the field. So if it gets MST'd, you're still forced to play nothing but special summon nothing but Yosenju monsters. In terms of this deck, that's all you're practically summoning, except for your extra deck. But you're relatively go into, for the most part, unless you need to do some last minute burning. But its effect, while it's normal summon, it switches itself to defense as well as left does. But instead of forcing your opponent to target it for effects, you're forced to target it for attacks. They do have really high defense, 0 attack, but 21 defense is pretty high. So that's the monster lineup. As for the spells, we have Triple Tinky, searching for your Beast Warriors, except for L and R. You're pretty much just searching for your Beast Warriors with this and then giving them additional attack. Triple Pot of Duality helps thin out the deck to get into your pieces, especially when you want to do your pendulum plays. And then just set up your pendulum scale so that you can protect your monsters at least, especially with L. To deal with floodgate cards, of course, we have the Triple MST. We have one Dimensional Fissure as part of our floodgate set lineup. Raigeki and Dark Hole come in at last, just to help deal with floaters and disruption of the board. Okay, that was the spells. Onto the traps. Triple Yosenju move. With this version of the deck, it is supposed to help you keep your pendulum scale going, because you need at least all your monsters to be Yosenju, and then on top of that, you need your at least a Yosenju card. So if you can hit 2 birds, 1 stone with your monster, because it's Yosenju card and it's a monster, that if hopefully all of them you do control are Yosenju. So it helps you in terms of when your opponent activates a monster effect or when they activate spells or traps. Sucks against Dango. But other than that, yeah, this is a really good concept card. 2 Mirror Force, because you need to deal with floods, similar to Darkhold and Raigeki. 1 Ring of Destruction, newly unbanned. Really good card itself. Vanities is here as well as one. This was one of the major hits for this deck, because this deck is primarily stun. So losing emptiness, multiples of emptiness, was a really big hit. Macro Cosmos is in here as a floodgate. We have Torrential and Bottomless here to deal with monster fodder as well as Solemn Warning. Because this deck loses real easily to when your opponent swarms their field, because you don't have much defenses, it will hurt you. So you need as much backup as possible. You do lose the Decree, unless you have your Yosenju card and you can set up your secret move to deal with Decree. But that's pretty much it for the main deck. Let's go into the extra. We have Triple Lightning Chidori coming in the extra deck, Wind deck staple. We have 1 Castel for the setup. Of course, we have 1 Phantasmal Dragon. I haven't really explained this. Phantasmal Dragon, because this deck is all wind, you can easily go into Phantasmal Dragon. If you can put enough damage on board before you make the Phantasmal, Phantasmal can go in for the last bit of damage if needed be. 2 Dweller, because this helps with BA, and of course this helps with Neckcloth. We have 2 Cowboy, because of that last ditch effort burn. We have 1 Mace Stroke, 1 Rash Body and Berserk to clear out the graveyard, and then you can attach it to any of your exceeds. 1 Heartland Draco in case Phantasmal did its job wrong, but you needed to get in for that last push. 1 Crazy Box, pretty much to counteract Unicorn, in terms of Unicorn negating all your extra deck monsters' effects. And because Crazy Box's effect is to not be able to attack while it has, I think while it's on, I know it can't attack in general. So that's one of the things you can do with Crazy Box is make a Crazy Box while Unicorn is on the field, and swing with the Crazy Box to take out the Unicorn, so your other cards can do what they have to. This is supposed to be 1-on-1, which I don't own, unfortunately. Or Ace Time Night, whichever one you guys prefer as well. And then 1 Arachnid Zero. Okay, guys, so I'm going to cut off in a few seconds so I can wrap up the video. Okay, guys, so this is the end of the deck profile. This is practically the end of the video. If you guys like what you see, please, like I tell in all my videos, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Facebook and Twitter. And this is Extreme, signing out. Till next time, guys.